I hope you all are having an awesome Friday. And today I am going to interview an artist based in New York. And we are doing a collaboration with her. So I am just going to interview or let her in right now. Let's see. Should you be joining right now?
Hey.
There she is. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you? Good, good.
I love your glasses.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I am a blind bat. So like the comments I can never read because yeah, I'll be like, so I wore them today.
Good. I'm glad. So you have a beautiful background right there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you'll see a wild, kind of look like a bear or a werewolf, but that's my shepherd. So you'll see her, she'll jump on the window out of nowhere. So I was trying to block it so it wasn't too bad, but you'll see she'll be over here and over here out of nowhere. She'll just like, yeah.
All good. Well, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. I look forward to it, definitely.
Yeah.
So, you're going to ask me all these crazy questions. I can't wait.
Just a few, just to introduce you a little bit. Because we're doing an awesome collaboration right now, which we can talk about a little bit later. And so if you can like tell us a little bit about like what your background, what's your name, and what you do.
My name is Tato. I'm a New York City based artist. And what I do is I create art on canvas, but I merge it onto clothing, shoes, handbags, accessories. So I work with companies that will either take my canvas and then make print out of it. So they'll just go ahead and run it through so it makes the material to make the suit jackets or scarves or whatever, etc. Yeah. And then some of the collaborations are hand painted. So I will go ahead and spend time maybe on 5 pieces or 10 pieces or 2 pieces that then get sold with various companies.
Amazing. But your main is your art that you're having galleries in New York, right?
Oh, the canvases. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you just did one. Can you tell us a little bit about that one?
Yeah, a COVID show. What is going on still? Yeah, so this gallery is a really amazing gallery. It's called One Art Space. It's in Tribeca. And great, like when you walk in, it just feels really kind of modern, but very vibey. I really like that space. Easy to get to. And so it was a closing reception, and it was a group show on this one. It's called She Is, and they hold it every year. You have to submit, and if chosen, you get to be part of this really cool collection. The majority of them is like women, usually. I think there was 2 men, or one of the artists was man last year. Okay. But it's a tribute to Women's Month. So that's what that show was. You can pretty much put anything in it if it's accepted by them. So mine, as you know, my artwork's a little bizarre. But
they're very cool.
Yeah, mine's all bizarre. Some of these are like really pretty, you know, contemporary pieces that these other artists put in, and then you like see mine, you're like, ah, like it's but it looks really cool when you could have a mix of, you know, a melting pot of art. I love that. So that closing reception was actually, I think they did a 50%, maybe a 30% capacity. So it was a nice flow of people. The year before, I think we only had a 15 or 20% because you couldn't allow. So this felt a little bit more like we're getting into that vibe of people coming and purchasing tickets and doing, you know,
getting a little bit better.
Mingling. Yeah. I mean, everybody's still covered, but that's good. Yeah, so it was really nice. It was had 4 pieces in there. 2 of them, like it's funny because when you create something, you know, you start to create it, and like me, I get frustrated. I want to throw out my window. I'm like, bah! And I get angry, and then it starts to come to life, and you're like, and then you add more, and then you actually become attached to some of these pieces. And 2 of these pieces are very big. They're 60 by 72. So it would look really good, like as your centerpiece and then another one to bounce off. So then I kind of want to keep them sometimes, and I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
I gotta sell these. Yeah. But so yeah, so it was two of those pieces, and then 36 by 72 was two of the other pieces.
Amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Like this, so I just started creating these unique, one-of-a-kind bags out of
Hmm.
bike tubes, and I just made one this morning. I'm like, okay, I want to keep this.
Yeah, 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 right? It starts to become
But
attached because
yeah,
you're like your mission is to make other people attached to your work where they find something they can connect with, because that's why people watch movies or buy art or buy clothing. They connect somehow, and or they want to feel something. And
yeah,
but then you're like, oh, I'm feeling this too. So you're like, can
yeah,
I keep one, maybe two? But
yeah.
yeah.
But how many hours does a piece like that take for you to make?
A
Days,
piece,
or like is a process, or
you
like?
know, it's I'm so weird. You know that thing they call writer's block?
Hmm.
So artists get it too. I don't know about you. If it happens with you when you start to create, you're just like, this isn't working out. I just can't, you know.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, it's I feel that. So it's one of those things I don't create. Let's say for a week, I start a piece, and then I'm just, you come back and you have to almost, because there's no erasing. Your erasing is adding more paint or blocking that paint off, you know.
Yeah.
But you like for me sometimes I will work 24 hours. I've been up all night before just working on a piece and watching
Yeah.
it come to life, and then other times it'll take me 3 weeks for a piece like that.
Yeah.
um so it just depends, but the 3 weeks I can still be doing 10 hours a day on it. But then the one that I did in 24 hours turned out, because I just was in that moment.
Yeah.
So
And what kind of materials are you using?
well, for the canvas I use acrylic.
Okay.
So I do mix sometimes because I notice something that pops. I don't know if you've seen the Native American piece,
Mhm.
but the Native American piece, uh, it's kind of this glitter sticky thing. So when I trace in the work with it, it really kind of gives that really cool, flicker. But acrylic is my main base.
Yeah. It's a little bit, it takes shorter time to dry than oil and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I've never really worked with oil because I work with my hands. I
Yeah.
mean, I use
You don't
spray
want to get
paint,
that in
but
there.
I work, yeah, so the oil holds lead. And so when you do that, we'll soak through. This happened to an artist friend of mine. He started like getting nosebleeds or something, not feeling well. He went to the hospital. They can't figure out what's the matter with him. And then as time went on, they're just like, have you been around this? Have you done? And he's like, no, I'm an oil painter. I don't know where I got this. And they're
Yeah.
just like, wait, what? And they're like, how do you paint that? And he says, with his hands. It was soaking in and giving him like bleeding.
Oh my.
It started like an internal bleeding process. So after that, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to. I want to mess with oil because it's so smooth and beautiful. But then some of my work I do is very chaotic. So I'm like, I don't know. I'll probably start it off and then be like, okay, I can't. I need to dip my hands in something and
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You don't know because you think, oh, they sell it at a store where kids have access or whatever, and you don't think that, oh yeah, it's just paint. And
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Yeah, I used to paint a little bit at one point in my life.
Oh yeah?
I did work a lot with oil because you can just keep going at it like for days and days. Where acrylic, it dries up really fast, so you
Yeah.
kind of have to be decisive about like the whatever you put on there. So
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, and I think I like that fast pace, like you better hurry up, make a decision and decide. Like I like that. So
yeah,
oil, maybe it's not a good thing for me because it might be there and they're like la 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 all day and nothing gets done. I don't know.
yeah, but you definitely don't want to use it if you when you paint with your hands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nope, nope. Just like we're using spray paint, I don't wear a mask and I really should because you get in the moment and I'll stop everything, even what I'm wearing. I've ruined my clothes so many times. Because I'll walk in and be like, oh, and I have an idea and I just start right there and it just becomes this fumy, can't breathe all over my, dress, paint or spray paint or something. I'm like, oh, what am I doing? But Yeah, so I definitely had moments like that. That's when oil would come in hand.
It would, yeah, but you don't want to use it when
Yeah, yeah,
that diff are hard, yeah. See, we have somebody saying here, I would love to commission some of your work. It's amazing.
I'm sorry, what's it say?
It says, I would love to commission some of your work.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is directed for you.
Oh, yeah, Julie. Yeah, yeah. No, definitely, Julie, reach out, please.
Yeah, and then we have hello from Spain.
Oh, yes, that's a friend of mine. He's great. We met on my 40th birthday. I was traveling to Paris. I met him in Paris, and we became friends ever since. Yeah, great guy. Yeah, no, fun. I love Paris. I love Spain. It was
So you've been
fun.
traveling a lot?
Well, since this, no. But
Well, before, I guess, before.
yeah, before it was amazing. I did like 9 countries, and that's how I hooked up with Berlin, Germany for the suit jackets. And you know, that was my mission again. So we were supposed to have a big show in May, last May, and it was going to be catered and, you know, off the chain. You're so like looking forward to it, and then everything, the world took a halt on everything. But then they went ahead and got their material. They've been working hard, and then they released some samples of the work that is being distributed right now. So I'm so excited. Now we just have to see when are we going to have that big gathering or show again, depending on what's happening around the world.
So it got delayed because COVID, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Got postponed by a year. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you inspired from your travels, or like what inspires you?
What inspires me, I think, is, you know, I don't know if this is going to be one of your questions or not, but like how I got started.
Yeah.
And what inspires me is the same answer. I was inspired. I've always been inspired by artistic behavior. Like I took theater in college. You know, psychology. So it's like psychology and theater are definitely like, you can merge those. But art itself was, it came at a really bad time in my life. Like some stuff was happening with, you know, losing somebody very close to me, to an illness, to some other like crazy stuff with work that was just out of my control. And I really felt, and I'm not one of those people that will go out and drink. I don't use drugs. So there was no outlet for me. There was no, and I remember locking myself in my house on Wall Street, my apartment, and I just went crazy on art. And I remember it started because I wanted to show the person that was passing something. I wanted to create something, and I just wanted to show that love and make them happy and like, oh, look at this and look at this. And then it, you know, then after him passing, I just stopped. And then I remember him telling me, you really need to continue. And I'm like, how did this all of a sudden become such a huge part of my life? And it was about that. So I think moods, I like to almost feel that just happy and make other people happy. Even if some of my pieces look like, oh, heartbreaker, this and that, it doesn't mean it's so sad. It's just something that people can relate to. It's moments. And so moments I'm inspired by. So if it's traveling, if it's meeting somebody, if it's creating it myself, it's moments. It's based upon emotion. So I have like 1,000 emotions in me, and that's, you know, that's where I get that. So it could be at 2 a.m. I mean, it's just one of those things.
So, for example, let's say, are your dog okay?
Yeah, sorry. Yes. Knock it off, werewolf. I wonder if you could see her.
No.
She's.
Oh, there.
Yeah, she's crazy. She's
probably very happy with all the
see, she has this, just real fast, she has this crazy look on her. Where I think she really thinks she's a werewolf. But yeah. Yeah, so, you know, the moments, any moment could inspire me, definitely.
Okay, so it's not like, for me, I guess, like, you know, it's right. Like any moment, like I was traveling in Italy, and I went to this mall shop. It was actually in Venice, and it was like kind of dark, but kind of cool. And I saw these bags made out of mopeds tires, and I'm like, this is so cool, because I hadn't seen it before. Like, what is this? And without knowing it, I was inspired. And I guess like maybe a couple months later, I was like, why wouldn't I why wouldn't you use something like this in your collections instead of leather, for example?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know it's very complicated to do and it takes a long time and all of that, but I was just, you know, apparently I was inspired because now it's on all my clothes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
yeah.
I
So you just
absolutely
never
love
know.
what you do. I love what
Yeah.
you do, and I think the bags or the jackets you make, it's you know that's actually how I end up connecting with you. I saw that jacket, and then I think one of my people I know modeled for your line, and then I learned more about what it was about, and I was just like, this is inspiring, and I would love to be part of, you know, whatever. And so it was just really cool because it was like it's such a cool idea, like what you do.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Yeah, yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Let's see if I got it. Do you have any favorite colors now that, I mean, I can definitely see some that's, you know,
Like,
in there every time, kind of. Like, do you have
whatever
like?
color is available. um, I love black. Black is considered not a color, even though it's like all the colors. Like it makes no sense. I don't know. I would not pass the art test if they're like, "What's your favorite color?" I'm like, black. um, I love red. I love yellow because they're happy or expressive. Um, I like black because sometimes you could just make something so simple with a white background and just add a little black to it. It's like, wow, that looks just really cool. But I would probably say red and yellow when it comes to happy, expressive colors.
Okay.
Okay, and blue. And blue and white. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, probably all of them.
Yeah. It's just like, I feel like the colors are very happy somehow. Like, I feel like the paintings are, I mean, it might not be the whole, how do you say this? It might not be the whole meaning of your
Mhm.
art, but when you have those colors, it makes it something like, I was thinking this morning, actually, I wanted one of your paintings. But because it's so cool, like you have all of this great, all this theme inside, like you have all these emotions inside your paintings, and but then you have also these amazing vibrant colors that just, you know, just goes at you.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not just like a painting, it's really amazing.
Yeah, yeah, no, thank you, thank you. And I guess that's exactly what I'm trying to express. And that is, I want people to feel happy when they buy my stuff or they hang it somewhere. I want them to feel happy.
Yeah.
That's like, even if, like I said, even if it looks like rah, sad, it's still gonna have a reflection, which I'm glad that you feel that, of happiness just by using the colors.
It's definitely reaching out to you. It's not just something on the wall, like, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. No, no, and it's, you
If
know,
it makes
some of
sense,
them.
but I'm not an artist, I don't know how to express me.
No, no,
So,
no. But I want people to feel happy when they you know, purchase a piece or hang a piece, and they pass by. I want them to feel good. And I remember one of my buyers. Hold that thought. I'm gonna put her in the garage. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna put her in the garage. Is that okay?
yes.
Okay. Sorry. Hey.
Such a cute dog.
Oh, yeah, she is a ruckus. I'm gonna change her name. This is Blue, and Blue. You wanna say hi, Blue? Come here. Yes, say hi.
Yay!
This is Blue.
Hi, Blue.
She's a good dog, but she wants to be ruckus today. Come on, let's go.
All right. While we're waiting, I just want to say that we have a collaboration going, and it's going to be released in May, and
Yay.
it's a art collection that's it's all about Mother's Day. So I know you're a mother.
Mhm.
So can you tell me a little bit about, like, is like Mother's Day something you celebrate? Is it special to you? Like, Like,
So Mother's Day, see, my life's a little complicated. So this is the honest question on that. Mother's Day, I think is wonderful just because I know how hard mothers work. I was a single mother, and my daughter now is 28. And we actually always celebrated Father's Day as my Mother's Day because since I was both parents to her, so we never celebrated Mother's Day. Like she wouldn't get me a gift, really do anything. So it became for 28 years, you know, something different in my world. Because I would be like, well, can I get a card or something? Like, she's like, it's not Father's Day. I'm like, oh. So then she ended up meeting her boyfriend about 4 years ago, and they happened to have their anniversary on Father's Day. And I was like, okay. So now we don't celebrate Father's Day. Now we have to go back to Mother's Day. So because that's their anniversary day, and she's gone or they're doing something. So I said, oh my gosh. So I think both days are really important to the parents out there. But Mother's Day became special to me, but for a different meaning because I can't celebrate Father's Day anymore. Yeah. But I think it's a wonderful thing for women to be appreciated or reminded that they are important. So yeah, you might not have the same answer, but I'm just saying. Unfortunately, that's mine.
Yeah, I'm all new to this. My twins is only 21 months, so it's a lot of work. For the first time ever, I've been sleeping for a whole week without waking up at night. So that's
that's good. That's good. So yeah, no, you got your hands full at once.
Exactly. So where can people find you and your art?
I think it's hooked to my Instagram, my website. If not, then they could just DM me on there. But my website is Tato Levere. So it's my name, Tato, and then the word love, RE. And that's my website, and it's connected to my email. So, and then I have an upcoming show. I'm aiming for the 1st of June.
Okay.
So I will be releasing that on there. So they'll also be able to either get the invite before the tickets sell. The tickets are usually free on this. It's just that they have to mark them because of COVID. You only can have a certain capacity of people. And so, yeah, aiming for June 1st. It'll be a solo show. And so I'll be about 30 pieces. So it'll be really cool. And other than that, yeah, that's it. I just usually will put something out there for people to contact me, but my website is the best.
Okay, that's perfect.
Thank you.
And if you wanna be the first to know about this art collaborations that we have, sign up with the link in bio we have right now. So you will know, because she is making amazing pieces, but we're only making a handful, and there are some bags and clothing involved. So it's a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, it's happy stuff.
And it's definitely one of a kind. Yeah, and it's one of a kind because it's hand painted.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I look forward to this collaboration. I think it's such a special, cool thing. And especially if we do another one, just how we could change and combine your great, work with my work and just to make something. But I really hope you guys like this collection that's coming up. And yeah, if you don't, you better anyway. Tell all your husbands, your boyfriends that they have to get you one of these pieces before it's sold out. Pre-order.
Exactly.
Don't even look at it yet.
Huh?
They don't even need to look at it yet. Just pre-order it. It's okay. Trust us.
Exactly.
There's a lot of colors.
A lot of colors. We love that.
Yeah, a lot of colors.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. It was great talking with you, and you guys have a great day. And thank you. I'll see you soon.
Have a good weekend.
All right. Bye-bye. You too.
Bye.